welcome to a special feature here on the State of Wrestling, the first ever Superstar of the Week. Today we're talking about none other than Mark Calaway, the Undertaker. He debuted in the WWE in 1990. He's the only original guy left who was on the first ever episode of Raw. Shawn Michaels, of course, was the other. You know, it's unbelievable, what this guy has done throughout his career. I was going to break down his career, go through, the different stages. That'd be like a 12-part episode here on YouTube. So I'm just going to go through quickly, and then we're going to talk about, basically going to talk about his WrestleMania streak, because that's really what's defining his career now. I mean, he's won 3 world titles, he's won 4 WWE titles, 6-time World Tag Team Champion. It's amazing what this guy has done. He's been around 21 years as the Undertaker. He had a career 6 years prior to that before he came to the WWE, WWF back then. And now he's been there 21 years. He has had a lot of time off where he's recuperated from injuries, taken time off, to heal, to adapt to the changing styles in wrestling. It's phenomenal that a guy this big has done what he has done in his career. And he's changed up his image a little bit. When he first came in, he was just, he had the makeup under his eyes, to make him look like he never sleeps and stuff like that. And then, he got the tattoos. He was the dead man for the first 9 years of his career in the WWE. Then he goes into the Ministry of Darkness mode, where he was really sadistic and evil. Did basically, he hung Austin up on the Taker cross thing. And then in 2002, when he came back from an injury, he came back as, the biker, big evil, American badass Undertaker. And he did that for about 3 years. And then we've seen him come back once again as the Dead Man, and he's been that ever since. And, it's phenomenal what this guy has been able to run with this gimmick, basically the same gimmick, for 21 years. I mean, it's unheard of in this business. I don't think there's anyone that has gone with the same gimmick for that long, and I don't think there ever will be anyone that will go with the same gimmick for that long. It's just, it doesn't seem possible. Alright, so let's break down the 19-0 streak at WrestleMania. I realize, there's been, a lot of talk, always they're making it so he won't lose. Well, of course they are. I mean, everyone knows WWE is scripted. Everyone knows it's planned out. But, I mean, I don't think this started out as, oh, we're just going to make this guy undefeated. I think they got, 5 or 6, 7 into it, and they were like, holy crap, we've never made him lose at Mania. Maybe we should, continue this and see how it goes. I mean, look at what they did in WCW with Bill Goldberg. They had that streak, it was a ridiculous number before he ended up losing. I think it was 172 or something like that. But, I mean, this, to me, it means a lot more. I mean, because every year they build up the Undertaker's match on, his streak is on the line. And, it's a huge deal now. I mean, it's usually the match of Mania now. The last 5 years anyway, probably. Alright, so, debuted in 1991, his first ever WrestleMania debut, sorry. He defeated Jimmy Superfly Snuka. It's a pretty short match, not a lot to say about it. 1992, he beat Jake the Snake Roberts. Moving forward into WrestleMania 9, he defeated Giant Gonzalez by disqualification. Still counts as a win. Won that match anyway. He missed WrestleMania 10, he was injured. Went to WrestleMania 11, beat King Kong Bundy. WrestleMania 12, beat Diesel. Sent Diesel packing from the WWE. Next time we saw Diesel was this past year at the Royal Rumble. Of course, we've seen Kevin Nash again. Everybody knows that Diesel is Kevin Nash. WrestleMania 13, wins his first WWE title at Mania. It was the WWF title. Then he defeated Psycho Sid. At WrestleMania 14, his estranged brother, Kane, debuted I think it was the Hell in the Cell pay-per-view. They ended up fighting at Mania. Taker finally accepted. They fought at Mania, defeated Kane. WrestleMania 15, at the first ever Hell in the Cell at WrestleMania, he defeats the Big Boss Man. WrestleMania 16, he was out due to an injury. WrestleMania 17, the first time him and Triple H met at Mania. It was I remember seeing this match. It was a great match, you know. Defeats Triple H. A lot of hardcore stuff going on in that match. WrestleMania 18 defeats the man, the Nature Boy Ric Flair. WrestleMania 19 in a handicap match, he defeats the Big Show and A-Train. WrestleMania 20 in a rematch from WrestleMania 14 defeats his brother Kane yet again. After Kane buried him alive, Taker comes back, defeats him. And that is when Taker came back as the Dead Man at WrestleMania 20. WrestleMania 21 defeats the Legend Killer Randy Orton. At WrestleMania 22 in a casket match, he defeats the World's Strongest Man Mark Henry. WrestleMania 23 defeats the Animal Batista to win the World Heavyweight title. At WrestleMania 24 in Florida, defeated Edge for the World Heavyweight title. That was an awesome match, by the way. Very good match. WrestleMania 25, the 25th anniversary of WrestleMania, in what will go down as one of the greatest matches of all time, defeats Shawn Michaels. And then moving forward one more year later, the rematch against Shawn Michaels. Of course, Shawn Michaels' career was ended at that WrestleMania. Those two matches were just unbelievable. And then this past year, at WrestleMania 27, he defeated Triple H with his, he calls it the Hell's Gate submission hold. You know, this guy is, I realize, you know, he's 46 years old, he's up there in age, he's had countless injuries. For a big man in this business to still be doing what he's doing at 46 years old, I mean, yeah, there's been other big guys. Nash is still out there, Nash is 52, but Nash isn't doing what Taker has done in his career. I mean, you know, he hasn't missed a WrestleMania. I mean, I didn't think he was going to make it to this Mania, but he did. And look at the match he put on against Triple H. I mean, it was unreal. Just what this guy can do by adapting, you know, he's changed his style a bit. He used to, you know, he'd hit about 5 or 6 moves. That was his whole thing. You know, he's adapted. He's a huge fan of MMA. So he's combine that into his career. He has prolonged his career by adapting to what is new, and the athleticism that this man has, the Undertaker, is unbelievable. You know, this guy can fly over the ropes. He's done it pretty much every year at Mania. You know, that's one of his big spots that he does there. It's unreal what this guy can do. I think we're probably going to see one more year out of Taker. I think he's obviously gonna take some time off. I think, in my opinion, I think he's still healing up from I think he had rotator cuff surgery back in the fall when he was buried alive yet again by Nexus and Kane. But I think we're gonna see Taker come back for WrestleMania next year. He's probably gonna go into a rematch against Triple H. Call it quits at 20-0 at Mania, and it'll be a 22-year career as the Undertaker. And you can't say anything bad about this guy. I mean, a lot of people say that he should just quit, that he's, you know, he's too old to be doing this now. He's only 46, going on 47. I mean, that's not that old. Look at frickin' Hogan. Look at Ric Flair. Kevin Nash is 52. I mean, at least Taker can put on a really good match. That you can't say that about Hogan anymore. You can't say that about Flair anymore. Last good match, in my opinion, Ric Flair had was his retirement match against Shawn Michaels. But he was wrestling Shawn Michaels, I mean. So anyway, that is it for this feature here, the Superstar of the Week on the State of Wrestling. I know we kind of jumped through Taker's career pretty quickly, but like I said, I didn't want to make it like a 10-part thing. Because I mean, we could have broke down, you know, his career in like 3-year spans and just talked about so much stuff that he did. I mean, innovator of Hell in a Cell match, you know, introduced the casket match, buried alive match. Just, he's done so much in his career. And maybe down the road here on the State of Wrestling, we'll do another episode featuring, you know, certain matches of the Undertaker. But for now, we're gonna leave it at this. We talked about the streak. We talked about his titles. 21-year career, debuted in 1990, and he's not gonna retire yet. We're gonna see him yet again. I guarantee it. So that's it. Next time here on the Superstar of the Week on the State of Wrestling, we will feature Stone Cold Steve Austin. Stick around for that one.